Good morning, y'all. It's Timidity. I was in a bad mood earlier tonight because I complimented two trans women walking down the street. They were white, that's necessary to say, and I complimented them on their eye makeup. I was like, "Ooh, I'm loving the look," and then they gave a, yeah, thanks, like quick ass rude energy. And then I just quickly was like, "I'm not loving that smell. What the fuck is that?" Like I physically, that episode of SpongeBob where he put his tongue in the cat food and it just immediately dried up and died? It felt like that. It's been over 40 minutes and I can still feel in the, actually, now that I think about it, it's been almost a full hour. I can still feel their scent in the back of my fucking throat, like right here. Like, bitch, ooh, I feel like I caught gingivitis just from being around them. They smelled like fart. They smelled like weed, dingleberries, like washed dingleberries, like if they washed it in some fucking like lush rose jam scented gel. And then just a thick, like, imagine if you had like an industrial sized, like, pot of Cheeto dust just cooking on the stove on high heat. It was horrendous. I still want to throw up thinking about it. It was terrible. On top of that, so yeah, I got ignored by those bitches, but fuck them. I'm pretty sure they heard me. I saw them again on the walk home. Speaking of that, on the walk home, I was carrying this big ass bag as I was talking to some niggas who also witnessed the shitty smelling ladies. And my bag ripped, and my bag was a heavy ass bag that had my laptop in it. And the way it ripped, and so hella shit was about to fall out the bag. The way these two grown men, one of them as big as all three of us combined, they watched me physically struggle so hard in my high heels, in my dress, in my fancy jewelry, trying to, like, I had to physically stop in the middle of the road, bend down on my knees, and fully just beg for mercy for like fucking 10 to 15 seconds. And they just stared at me, hands in their pockets, just like, and I said, "Sorry, I'm just struggling to carry my bag because it ripped in the bottom. I'm really sorry." And then I kind of realized, wait, what the fuck? These are two grown men. They can help me. And I didn't want to just be like, "One of you fuck ass niggas help me. Be useful as a man." And I was so close to doing that. But I was in a relatively sweet mood up until that point, and I thought, I'm going to do the passive route. I just kind of was like, you know what? I didn't command them to just hold my bag and walk me all the way home, just in case these niggas were weird, because you know how weird and entitled men can be. And so I just was like, "Hey, can one of you help me hold my bag so I can adjust it in my arm?" And then they proceeded to, the big nigga held my bag for a few seconds so that I could cradle the part that was gonna burst and then still hold this heavy ass exhausting bag myself, as this man still just sat there, like, just trying to be like, "So yeah, da 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 da," with his big, and just kept yapping to me. Like, thank God he didn't ask for my phone number or anything. It's like, I really didn't want that shit. No, thank you. Ashy knuckled, big fat Albert looking bitch. I'm not politically correct enough. I don't, and I know you like to me, you're wearing a fucking kafaya, and you're wearing kundan jewelry, and fucking beautiful ass goddess Lakshmi chain. And you, like, it's like, I'm a lovely person. I love a lot of things. Beauty is lovely. I love a lot of beautiful things on this planet. I hate fuck ass niggas, though. I hate fuck ass niggas. Two men in the presence of me, my scrawny ass. And you're gonna just be like, yeah, she can carry her own bag. Oh, it ripped? Even more reason for her to carry it. I ain't carrying that shit. Fuck you. Fuck these men. Fuck them. And now, because they ignored me, I'm gonna treat them like how they treated me in my bag. I'm gonna ignore them. I don't give a fuck. I know their name is Max. I know their name is Marquise. I'm gonna pretend I never met them. If they approach me in the street or at a bar, I'm gonna be like, "Sorry, do I know you? Huh. I don't know. I usually recognize a man when I see one. I don't know who you are because fuck you. Kill yourself, actually. Shit, like, suck a dick. I hope you get feces on your dick next time you do anal, but the good thing is no bitches are fucking them, excluding one, and I hope they have a terrible night tonight and that she tastes like Cheetos down there, and not in a good way, in a bad way. Fuck you. How does that nigga have a girlfriend? I don't know. He's not, like, some women have low standards. I'm not one of them. Believe it. I coughed when I said that, but I mean it. I have standards. I coughed when I said it. I have standards, believe it or not. I'm working on them. Funny enough, another factor of someone ignoring me tonight. This punk ass nigga. I'll put it this way. If you're approaching me trying to talk to me, and then you hear me say, "Oh, I'm so hungry," and then you go, "Oh, I'll be right back," and then you go to the bar, get yourself a drink, come back with absolutely nothing for me, and keep trying to rizz me up, while also having no conversation. Like, most shit he was just responding to was, "I like burgers." And, mind you, we're in the middle of a fucking burger and bar joint. So I remembered the way when he came back, and that was all. Like, he just was like, so yeah, I heard you were hungry. I like burgers. And I just looked at him and I said, one would think. And he caught that, but he didn't catch it that much because he wasn't that smart of a man. But either way, it's like, oh, okay, as a nigga, it's like you saw a gorgeous woman in front of you and you're just like, she says she's hungry. I'm speaking of hungry, I'm kind of parched. I, as a man, I'm gonna go to the bar, get myself something, not ask her if she wants shit, not a single thing, and then I'm gonna come back to her and sit there and try to offer zero conversation. And it's like, you can't offer food, you can't offer conversation. Get the fuck out of my face, Chris. I ugh. And the way he just kept like, no conversation. Most of his responses to shit were like, yeah, yeah, with huge fucking 7-second pauses. Even longer. I wasn't gonna fish for a conversation with that nigga. Eventually, I was like, okay, these niggas just wanna be treated as friends. But I just thought to myself, nope, I'm reclaiming my time. So eventually, like, I just made an excuse. I was like, oh, look, my show's about to start. I can't stay for too long. Nice meeting you. And I was gonna walk off, and he's like, wait, wait, wait. Do you wanna, do you wanna stay in touch? And the way I just said, like, sure. And then he tried to hand me his phone. I said, I'm not touching your phone. Hurry up and make this quick. I didn't say it exactly like that, but along those lines. Because it's just like, fuck you. It's like, why did you give him your phone number to me? But just because I thought, I like the idea of him getting home and waiting to text me. And then I just block him and never respond. If you're wondering if you're like, Timothy, I think you're a lesbian. I already fucking know that, dumbass. Why do you think I'm being high femme lately? I went to a gay bar the other day, and it was awesome. Because a hot, well, she wasn't hot. Lesbian rules are different. It's like, if it's a woman, I'm always happy. I kind of understand men in that way. It's like, if is there a woman you'd ever really turn down? The answer is yes, because I somehow have standards. But like with her, it was like, hey, if a big, beautiful, big-eyed girl with shiny hair approaches me, and she was so sweet. The way she yesterday was like, oh, and I said, oh, hey, hi, and she was like, oh, I just, ah. And I was like, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm just, wow. And she was blushing seeing me, and I started, it's like, hell yeah, see, that's the energy I like. That's the energy I like. I think this is the year I'm finally gonna eat pussy. God bless. Funny enough, I actually did accidentally rizz up a girl tonight. A woman. She was a woman. One hell of a woman. I asked her in the line to buy my own fucking burger because that bitch ass, ugly ass nigga wasn't gonna do it. I talked to her and I was like, oh, can I ask how tall you are? And I think she noticed that I was also tall but still in heels, and she was like, oh my god, it's so hard. I'm like 6'1". It's so hard being 6'1". And me, I was hopped up on Mountain Dew. But also, I was like, fuck it, I have nothing to lose. I just was like, have you heard of the phrase of being a stallion? Well, you're one of those. Yeah, you're one of those. Like, I was just, it's like, yeah, fuck it, whimsical whiz, why not? And she was like, oh, okay. And then we ran into each other like later in the evening, complimented her hair. I gave her my hair braider's number. I was like, I haven't got my hair done in a while, as you can see, but she does well. She does locks, cornrows, super sweet, because we were talking about how it's so hard finding a black braider. And like how it can be like, even if it's like underwhelming results and no conversation. I was like, you have to meet my braider. She's Haitian, super sweet. Her daughter's nice. I bring her daughter candy all the time, and she braids the fuck out of hair, and she'll give you a full plate of food like chicken, collard greens, yams on the side, black-eyed peas, and she'll just talk to you. And I told her I don't even talk that much as a person, but the way I yap and chop it up with her for hours, like it will feel like it could be 4 hours, I won't even notice. And then like she'll have my whole head of hair done, and it's like it'll feel like 30 minutes or like sometimes 60 seconds. It's amazing. She is talent. And so then I gave the beautiful tall stallion lady who was 6'1", and I don't want to say objectifying things about her, but if you were wondering about, let's just let's just say sometimes I wonder what my type in women is. And when I saw her off the bat, it was like, yep, that's exactly it. I want that woman to do things to me I didn't know I wanted a woman to do to me. That was beautiful. She was gorgeous. She had a full afro. Like, you know that song, She's a Bad Mama Jamma, just as fine as she can be. Ooh. I can't. It's like, and then, and then, it's like, Do whatever you want to my skinny ass. See, I would carry a bag for her. I would pay for her food, even if she didn't want it. In fact, when the lesbian hit on me the other night, I thought to myself, I want to get her a slice of cake from the bar and some pizza. But would that be coming on too strong? And only now am I actually realizing, bitch, you're a hot. Sometimes I have to remind myself, because sometimes, like I said, I'm non-binary, gender fluid, whatever. And I might transition into a man someday. I'm just trying to reap all the benefits of being a woman first. And I have to say, niggas are not buying my food, not opening doors, and not carrying bags anymore. So you might see me transition soon. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm never doing laser because I want to make sure that a future male me can have the hairy legs and the hairy arms and be sexy. You know? I'm just saying. I'm never, like, I gave up on waxing. Also because I like thick eyebrows and also sometimes bad bitches pull off mustaches. I still shave it though, but you know, I'm just saying. But as I was saying, sometimes I have insecurities because it's like, oh shit, do I want to hit on this woman? I'm probably bothering her. And then it's like, bitch, you're a hot lady with huge titties and good fashion sense. And every time you walk into a room, it smells like fucking flowers and beauty and abundance and coconut. You smell like a sexy Mounds bar that was like melting in a hot, beautiful, sunny day in like a perfume flower garden where all the rose petals just mist out amazing amounts of scent. That's what you smell like to me when you enter a room and you have a huge fucking rack. You got big, luscious memories and a waist as big as like, usually like 2 apples, but you know, healthy weight gain. Now like 3 oranges. Fuck yeah, nigga, get the juice. Ow. And then on top of that, I've been looking in the mirror lately. I didn't realize I had an ass. I need to be stepping on necks harder. The only reason I didn't step on necks, I could have gotten anything I wanted tonight. Honestly, if this dress didn't have mystery stains on it, and if you're like, why are there stains? I don't know where the stains came from. Maybe it was hot chocolate. I don't know. But either way, do you think a bad bitch? Do I want to? Here, I can show you the dress. No, do I? I don't want to show you the dress. Let's just say you don't want to be a bad bitch with a fat ass with mystery stains on her dress. So sometimes you wear a pea coat so they can't see it. But if you're wondering, it was most likely food. Knowing me, I probably spilled some food on this fucking dress and then just didn't wash it in time. I did drink a lot of coffee back in the day. This, funny enough, I'm so skinny that this is a dress I bought when I was 14 years old. I bought this dress when I worked at a boutique when I was 14 years old. And the reason it was funny, it's like the boutique was selling clubwear to women. And I was like, actually, no, I was 13 at that job. But they said, hey, you know what? She looks 17. Hire her anyway. And that's kind of been the whole energy of my life. People don't know what race I am, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's awesome. People don't know my age. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's awesome. And what else? What's the third thing? Race, age. Oh, and sometimes people don't know what fucking gender I am. And that's also awesome. I can commit any crime, and they'll be like, help! A 40-year-old Mexican man just stole a bunch of jewelry from this fucking Walgreens. It was me. Hey, Muslim people like me, assalamu alaikum, walaikum assalam. Hell yeah. Nepalese people like me, Indian women like me. The Indian woman was a lesbian. I mean, the lesbian was an Indian woman. Shout out to Indian people. We love you. We all love you. Black people like me. Middle Eastern people love me. I'm rocking the fucking kafaya, looking good as fuck. Like, I'm just saying, the only people who haven't liked me so far are white women, trans or not. And fuck those bitches. Because it's like, I was thinking about it. If you're white and okay, I'll put it this way. You could go in the, white trans people like to act like they can't do acts of oppression or bigotry or whatever. I hate to say it to you. If you go to like a Nazi in the past or a slave owner in the past, and then you put them on estrogen, it does not mean that they're no longer capable of harm just because they're on estrogen and have some lip gloss on. Sweetie, that's not how that works. You still have to do mental unpacking, so you have to figure out how to like black people, why you feel insecure when there's a black woman who looks better than you. Also, funny enough, actually, Middle Eastern men, I usually get along pretty well with them. Usually. Sometimes. Depends on the type. Women, not so much. And then and also, well, okay, do we want, fuck it. Sometimes Indian men, sometimes, oh my God, let's just say, sometimes people can be assholes. But it's like if they're rich, if they're poor, like poor Indian people, hell yeah, turn up. Sometimes. I can remember an exact restaurant I will never, no, 2 restaurants I will never go to again. Fuck those people. not those people, that the people of that restaurant. Otherwise, love Indian people. God bless Indian people. But Middle Eastern women, I've noticed with them, and also I've talked to other black people about this, is that some people come from places like Dubai or whatever, where it's like they're used to black people being slaves in their country. They have like Libyan slaves that they mistreat and throw off of rooftops and shit just for the fucking hell of it, because they're assholes. They torture them. And then they come to America and they live in the big fancy penthouse buildings and they are walking through the streets of San Francisco. And then it's like, they'll be like, I'm the baddest bitch. Look at me and my shiny hair and my beautiful porcelain skin and my awesome clothes and money. Look at me, I could wear Forever 21 and I'm still luxurious. And then they'll find out the hard way that, like, okay, would it be fucked up to say it? It would have, I'm not gonna say the next sentence. It's a little too fucked up, bordering racist. But I'll put it this way. They see a black person that looks really fucking good, like really good. Like they'll be sitting front row at a comedy show and they'll get mad that someone like me is getting too much attention, because comedians will come up and be like, look at this fucking gorgeous woman right here, holy shit, give it up for this girl. And then if it's like one time, it's like, okay, yeah, that girl's kind of cute, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, but then once at an event, it happened like almost every single comedian on stage either flirted with me or referenced me directly and just was like, look at this classy woman, look at this beautiful woman, blah, blah, blah. And then the bitches at the table next to me, but so this has happened multiple times in my life, high-end stores, fancy buildings as a concierge, all sorts of shit. It will just be a Middle Eastern bitch, just like, and it'll be like a deep, like, ancestral racist lip curl where it's like they're trying to be like, we would have owned you. How dare fuck you, bitch. Suck my dick. Fuck you. You look okay. Like some of them could be bad bitches. Could be. But their stank ass attitude ruins it. It's like, yeah, you're a cunt. Shut the fuck up. Black people can look hot and sexy too. Also, that's another reason I've had multiple issues with white women, as well as trans women. I'm just saying, because it's like I like they get very insecure. They have internalized racism and internalized values, and they get mad when someone who doesn't fit those values is perceived as looking better than them. And it's like, that doesn't mean you're ugly, bitch. Like, and also, I'm gonna say it. There's a joke out here that everyone in San Francisco looks like a 6. Like, there's no one you will ever see that's above a 6. And I don't live there, but when I do go out there, increased amount of attention and hostility, especially from women. And it's one of those things where it's like, God damn it, like, Jesus Christ. Actually, I took a bus yesterday. I took a fucking bus yesterday. And I wore this exact outfit, and like, because you know what, fuck it, no one saw me in it the first day. I can pull off the second day, and I wash my ass, and I smell amazing each time. And I smell, yeah, I smell even better than yesterday. The Body Shop Shea Butter Lotion. Ooh, layers of coconut butter. Mm-mm-mm. Amazing. And some rose spray. And I put like 12 spritzes of the Lush Rose Jasmine primer. Oh, lavender. Oh, all over my face. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, girl. I'm just saying. But as I was saying, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Something about, yeah, white people. Wait, no. White, trans, white, musty. Wait, not that way. Internalized racist. Da, da, da. Oh, I get a lot of attention out there. Yeah, yesterday I was taking the bus. And I sat on the bus. And then one stop later, like a woman gets on with her man. And her man sits like in this, like there's a bunch of empty seats amongst the place, and I guess like, or at least there's like a solid like 2-3 seats or so. The man doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. He just gets on the bus and gets on, like, it's a crowded bus and he's sitting in the first place he can see before anyone else takes seats. So he sits next to me. No intentions behind it. He doesn't even look at me. He doesn't even notice me. But his wife does. His wife trailing behind him looks at him and is just like in my face immediately and just gives like a horrified and then like a little bit of a murderous like, and then just is like, oh honey, I actually want to sit right there, I actually want to sit right there. And then her husband is just like, oh, Why do you want my seat? Why don't you just take the seat to the left of me? And the way she just gave a subtle little like apex predator stare, which is healthy. As a woman, you need to know how to do that to a man. Otherwise, you'll be like me, and you will like you need to do that. Otherwise, you'll be like me. You'll pay for your own food in front of a man and still take his phone number for no reason, or or you'll come home and need to pop 2 aspirin and be in a shitty mood because you walked home in your beautiful, expensive. Okay, don't look the shut the fuck up. Okay, they're not that expensive, mostly expensive high heels and have lumbar back pain because some fat nigga and his stupid ass stoner friend both decided, oh, look, it's a pretty bitch who is very skinny and has her bag broken and is having a hard time carrying it to the point where she audibly is stopping the street out of breath and miserable. We're gonna keep going. So if you don't nail, like sometimes you have to nail the apex predator look and just be like, fucking help me with it. Or what the fuck is like, you have to. You don't even do it without words. Then sometimes you have the best results doing it without words, and that's what this bitch did. She was so funny. Like she was looking at me crazy, and then she went to her man and did the apex predator look and was like, "Why don't we move to the back? Yeah, let's get the. I think the back has some seats. Let's go. Do you want to see if they have some back there?" And like she moved his ass to the back, like it was some Rosa Parks shit. It was crazy. Like, girl, do you really think that there's a chance in hell I would ever entertain or humor your ugly ass bald husband? He doesn't even deserve you. I would say that if I was 100% straight. You got a bald nigga. Bald. You both are taking the bus together, so he clearly has no money. He clearly has no fucking money, bitch. Oh, nasty, ugly, fucking. He looks like he snuck out of the Black Lagoon and just crawled into San Francisco from the fucking gutter. And you found him and you said, I'm not gonna let him know that other pretty women exist on this planet. Like, she looks pretty good too. She had the cute little lipstick and the sexy little outfit. She looks good. 2 people can look good at once. I'm just saying. Oh God. It's like, girl, I'm out here thinking about like I was on my way to a gay bar, sweetie. Yeah. I was on my way to a gay bar. And you got your ugly fucking it's like he didn't even look at me. But that's not my first time having that happen. I don't even get it's like I'm not gonna give your ugly fucking bald, sweaty, oily fucking husband or the way he's treating her and prioritizing her boyfriend, long-term ugly boyfriend. I'm not even glancing his direction past like a first time, like half look of someone sitting next to me, and then just mild internal judgment and disgust, because of course I'm gonna fucking think that. But like, dude, sincerely, do you think I'm just gonna start throwing throat on him? You think I'm gonna just like throwing throat, just like you think I'm gonna be gobbling up his neck just like in front of you for free? At all? I'm just kidding. At all? Where's the logic? There is none. It's just like, don't let him know there's bad bitches, or he might think that there's better than me out there and try to get on Hinge and swipe in the middle of the night. He probably already does that, and you probably just need a better husband. I hate to break it to you. Or a long-term boyfriend. It's always the ugly niggas who don't commit. It's also so weird. It's like, you know how I said that in San Francisco, everyone kind of looks like a 6 out of 10? And how I'm just like a weird, like anomaly who's luckily more into women and autistic and has really high standards. So it's like, yeah, I could dominate. I mean, pause. Well, I already do, obviously. I'm not afraid of that. Even though I know you're like, oh, Timothy, if you dominate men, why didn't you ask for them to carry your bag home? I was in a nice mood tonight. I was in a pleasant little good mood tonight, and that is always like there's a quote going viral in China where it's like the second you start feeling bad for a man or sympathizing for a man, that's when your issues start. And I should have just told myself in my head, because I still have some conditioning left to do to fully brainwash myself to be a beautiful evil bitch, because beautiful evil bitches get what they want. And I sometimes I have to remind myself, hey, remember that one time that one guy dated you and you didn't ask for much, and then you got punched in the face by his ex on the second date because he lied about something stupid? But yeah, you should have been in that store pointing at everything you want in Lush, like, oh, I want this body scrub, this water spray, blah blah blah. Will you get it for me? Like I should have been doing that, but no. You should like that one nigga who was asked talking about himself for hella different dates and mansplaining how fucking fermenting works to you, despite that being your special interest, bitch. You should have been telling him, I want this dress in the window. Will you get it for me? That nigga was a construction site manager who worked with hella rich dudes. He could handle one $40 to $60 dress. That dress, but then again, was, and I have mixed opinions on if the dress was cute or not. Like, it was cute, but deep down, it's like, it is, damn, do I want that dress again? I kind of do. Whatever, I usually learn my lesson. I go through waves of emotions where 1 second it's like, ask men for whatever the fuck you want, call them bitches to their face, and then other times it's like, I'm just trying to get home, and deep down, like, I don't think I'm in the mood to be like, you sons of bitches didn't carry my bag, so fuck you. I'm gonna walk the rest of the blocks home entirely by myself. I'll just make conversation with these dudes, and then the punishment can be I'll pretend I never know them and have never met them. I'll probably forget them by the end of this video entirely. And that's what they fucking deserve. No spot in my mind. It'll be like, hey, Tamia, how you doing? It's like, oh, who are you? It's like, I'm the dude, I walked you to your house that one time. I don't remember that. And then they'll be like, yeah, you were struggling with that bag. And it's like, oh, I was struggling with the bag and you didn't help me? I see why I didn't remember you. And if anything, I don't want to know you again. Have a nice day. Sometimes you got to do that. This is my equivalent of like when you take a shower and you think of all the best things to say for like in an argument after it's done. Except I'm kind of like pre-gaming for future arguments, like future snuffings, like future, like me just being like, who are you? Like I'm practicing the little snarl, the little fuck you. You're supposed to do my bidding. Jesus. I'm in a better. Yeah. Funny enough, that was not going to be the topic of this video, but we're 26 minutes in. So fucking. I don't even know what I'm going to put as the title. Oh yeah, but I got a bad woman's. I don't see. I'm a respectful person about women. I don't want to say bad bitch because deep down I know calling women bitches is a bad thing to do. But it's like, what do I say? Bad Mama Gemma? Sure. I got a bad Mama Gemma's phone number. She was thick as fuck. She's thick. She's thick. She's a bad Mama Gemma. She is beautiful. I want her to do anything she wants to me. I'm just saying it. I believe that women should just get fucking money for existing. I think they really should. I think you shouldn't be in a woman's presence without spending anything. And I guess it is good that it's like I got disappointed by men tonight because it probably will further propel me into hoping I get a message from that beautiful girl tonight who was so lethally fine. I have noticed that it's like I haven't really been masturbating to the idea of getting fucked by a dude lately, or if I do, it's like it's like only if it's a woman. Like a woman, regardless of what she's got down there, it's like that's 10 times better. Immediately, yes. Immediately, yes. No hesitation. Like beautiful and perfect. 10 out of 10. Amen. But then my standards are really high, and I was like, this is the year where one of my New Year's resolutions, aside from being very mean and dominatrix-like to men, which obviously I'm still working on, but tonight was a work in progress. We're doing big things, We're doing big things. I'm getting there. It's only 1 month in. I'm doing great already. But let's just say, I thought to myself, maybe this is the year where instead of praying that I find some beautiful, thick, big titty woman around the same age as me who's going to like totally smother me with her body and totally dominate me and do whatever she wants with me. Maybe I could just become that woman. You know what? I got all the necessary ingredients for that. I got the big titties, got the small waist, got the nice ass and hips. She's thick. She is stacked. I got the motherfucking face card. I have the audacity. I just have to weaponize it towards women. And I'm doing so much better. Like last year, it was like, oh, if a woman compliments me, I'm just going to be like, oh, God! And I start salivating so that I can hardly even mutter out, thank you. Like I'm not even remotely kidding. That still kind of happens. I mean, it's happened a lot less, so that's progress. Yeah, but that's like, that's the vibe. I put highlighter on my nose. Can you tell? Yeah. Look at that. I got it from Lush. If you're like, where'd you get your eye makeup? I got this like gold pigment eyeliner from Lush, and it helps because like it's the most expensive eyeliner I've ever owned, but it's also the best. Like it helps. I don't even have to, but I can just go to sleep. It just vanishes by the morning because it's made out of like seaweed mica or whatever. And I put some of it on my nose because I personally always love when women have that little cute little glowy little button nose look, and I think it's sexy. God bless. Any way to be sexy, I love. I love always. Oh, but yeah, I'm extremely gay. And I thought, okay, you know what? If I have to be the tall, big titty girlfriend who tells a woman what to do and absolutely makes her sweat, my bitch, I mean, my woman, that works for me. I just want to have more money for that. So that has also been a factor to propelling me for all my goals, which so far I have been achieving. I have secured multiple deals with multiple venues so far, and I have a bunch of stuff planned. I'm really excited for it. It's all a blessing. Funny enough, here, I'll tell you a little tea. Come closer. Okay. So I was going to work with this one guy, but he was giving the energy that, let's just say, when people want to work with you as a woman, and by people I mean men, they act like they want to help you. Excuse me. Goddamn, I'm so sorry. Jesus, where did that come from? I was fine for. It's been like 31 minutes. Where did that come from? I don't know. Excuse me though. Pardon me. God bless. Amen. Praise them. The way, the way that like a man can be like, oh, I wanna help you get big. I wanna help you achieve your goals. I can make you a celebrity overnight. Like they really wanna do that shit. And then next thing you know, those same men will try to be the creepy like handshake with a little la 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 like molest you. Next thing they want to hug and then kiss the side of your mouth or your neck, and it's like, you're ashy knuckles, ashy everything. You're bald and greasy and oily and a felon. Why would I say it? Why? You are twice my age, and you have like, okay, cool. You can pack out rooms and shit. That's great. I am not doing no quid pro quo shit for you, nigga. No. I believe in myself enough. I'm blessed, sweetie. I have beautiful amounts of abundance in my life. Thank you. I don't need to give it up to you. No, thank you. Also, I have to say, pick one struggle. You can't be bald, oily, and a felon, and old as fuck. And like, you can't. Pick one. One. And then maybe you get a chance with a super curvaceous, hourglass figured, beautiful baddie. That's how that works. That's how that works. In fact, but actually, no, don't be bald at all. Do not be bald. Have I ever fucked up? Oh, yes, I did. I repressed that. He knew how to eat ass and eat pussy, and I did not fuck him. He had my. Yeah, uh, don't remind me of that man again. Yeah, let's just keep acting like I've never fucked a bald guy. Have I really never fucked a bald? Let's keep. I'm gonna do what those men did. I'm gonna. You know how I'm gonna pretend I never met those men and pretend I never met those nasty Cheeto scented bitches? I'm gonna pretend I never messed with the bald guy. What bald guy? Ah. Being bald isn't even that bad. Funny enough, I'm the biggest advocate for if you see your hairline recede, start shaving that shit bald immediately. Just come on, do it. In fact, there was a hot guy I was talking to like technically a year ago technically a year ago, like December 2024. No, November 2024. He was a music producer from Colorado. He was bald and he was sexy. Like, but that was because he was young and 6 foot something and muscular and had self-harm scars, but like in a kinky way. Well, some of them in a kinky way, other ones in a self-hating way. It was interesting, like you see self-love and self-hate just carved into his skin in a million different ways. And because of that guy, I realized it gave me a weird kink for dudes who cut themselves now. Unfortunately, I very much love when people have scars. Like I already like scars are great to touch. I love touching scars of any kind. I think they're pretty fucking cool. I love them. Then again, that's not even like the weirdest thing I've been attracted to. Like I remember once I met a dude who looked like he had some sort of Freddy Krueger skin condition. I don't know if he was in a house fire or just horrendously bad acne, but I remember seeing him in a spotlight at this like film program I was a part of, learning how to work with like lights and tech and stuff. And the way his skin was glistening like raw meat, and I just thought to myself, ugh, I want him to extend my bloodline with me. And I know you're like, Timothy, that's disturbed. Shut the fuck up. If it weren't for people like me, some people would never have kids. Like, just like in case you're an incel out there, like, oh, no one ever wants to date a man like me. Shut the fuck up and brush your teeth and put some oil on that fucking scalp and take a shower. Because there's women like me who would fuck a man even if he had no legs, like raw meat for skin. Well, okay, not actual raw meat, but like if his face had some Freddy Krueger shit, that doesn't rule shit out for me. At least for the most part, does it? Let me think. Yeah, I'd kiss it. Would I lick it? Depends on how good they're. You know what? I'll try anything once. Let's do it. I'm just saying, the only times I have ever turned down a disabled man is actually, yeah. Well, that was because he was poor. He was sexy. Oh, also, he was mentally and emotionally damaged. It's okay. I support him. I'm not going to support him with my pussy, but I support him. It's like, yeah, dude, it's like you're lovely, but I'm not trying to treat you like a sex object. You deserve someone who's going to truly care about you, and I like someone who pays the bill, and unfortunately you can't do that. But I still support you and love you as a human being. And men don't love and support you if you don't want to get them pussy. So me and him dropped contact relatively easy. Like, yeah. Also, he was very selfish. One of those dudes who would endlessly mope about their own issues, and then you could listen, and then doesn't give like you could talk about yours, and he leaves you on red for like a week until he comes back to talk about his own issues. Yeah, you see why one of my New Year's resolutions was to be more mean to men. Yeah, so I should stop feeling bad about that guy. Anyway, like I'm just saying, he just wanted some pussy. I'm just saying, loser. Fuck that guy. He's nice enough, but still. Faggot. Sorry, pardon my language. That was a tick. Sorry about that. When I start hearing bad things that may or may not be there, I say like bad words as a tick. Sorry about that. I love gay people. Just to clarify. Well, I'm sure that's fucking obvious. I'm gay and I'm trans. Fucking stupid. Dumbass. Of course. Anyway. But yeah, shout out to the gays. I love gay people. I've dated so many gay people. Gay, like, DL dudes love me. This has came up before, though. This has came up plenty of times, to the point where it's made it on Timidity Bingo. And if you're like, what's Timidity Bingo? It's when I start listing out traits that, like, I'm attracted to, or that men, like, I gravitate a certain type. Usually, it's, let's see, men with German descent, odd. Men with Irish descent, okay. Italian men. Mexican men. Usually any type of Latino, usually, but, you know. Let's see. They're usually Catholic, but that is self-explanatory from all I just said. Alcoholics, what I just said. Usually sober, because they're trying to get sober. Let's see. Or they just fully are. I'm a good person to be around sober because I hate alcohol. I hate it with all my system. Like, funny enough, I was talking to the fat nigga I was with earlier. Pardon my language. I'm sorry. I'm okay with fat people. I just like to be an asshole. That's just me. But when I was talking to that guy, he and his friend worked at a bar, and that's why we were talking. And even then, they were just talking about the best places to go for an expensive drink, for a good drink, for a cheap drink, for a well drink. And I just was like, yep, I think that's loser shit. I think, like, why are you going out to buy alcohol? If I'm drinking alcohol, I'm not having a good time. Like, if I'm drinking alcohol, it's because it's like I'm at an event that sucks. Like it's either really cold and I'm trying to warm myself up, even though deep down I know that it just makes you colder because it constricts your blood vessels in the long term and makes you feel colder than you actually are. Like, just so you know, fun fact, look it up. I promise it's real. Amen. And then meanwhile, yeah, it's like, why would I go out to buy a drink? Like, I know I'm a hot lady, so I don't need to buy a drink, but let's just say we've seen how the current generation is acting. Do I want to talk to a man for a drink? That doesn't even, neither of those things sound appealing. No, I don't even let women take me out for drinks. I'm gay, but I'm not like I have standards. Believe it or not, I have standards. Shut the fuck up. I have standards. Asshole. I have standards. But yeah. What was I saying? Alcohol sucks. Gay people are awesome and I love them. Yeah, I went to a gay bar the other night. Yeah, I told you about that, right? Funny enough, the bartender there was a guy, and we were talking, and let's just say, by the end of the night, they were so nice to me and extremely sweet that I just kind of was like, And they were inviting me to places and like, I'll get you any drink you want on the house. I heard yeah, I know your finger was damaged. Use a band-aid. And also another band-aid for the road. You want a hot toddy? I'll get here. I know you don't drink. I'll make you one that has like honey, lemon, clove. Here, I know you said you have that thing with your blood vessels where they constrict and get cold easier. And like he was so nice, and he was like, if you ever do want to drink though, or just to talk, meet me at these bars and we could just, yeah, I'd happily talk to you. And he let me stay all the way until closing. I stayed there for like another 2 hours or an hour or two after everyone else had left. You know the phrase, all the good ones are gay? Yeah. I still can't tell if this guy's gay or not. I don't know. I don't, but you would think, wouldn't it be funny if I did meet the only single straight bartender at a leather daddy gay bar in all of San Francisco? Like, you're at a place that's playing gay porn and you're just like, I'm just in it for the money. I like pussy. Or he likes women, because he doesn't even seem like the type of guy that would just openly say he likes pussy. He's not vulgar like that. And it's like, damn it, you're so attractive, sir. And he's also older. I have terrible opinions about men over the age of 30. Terrible. My misandry is going to get worse this year, if anyone's wondering. Like, shout out to y'all for existing. Stop trying to fuck me. Oh, right, I was also talking about people. Usually men don't want to, like, they just, when they offer to do nice things for you, it's because they want to fuck you or they want to use you. And I've dealt with a lot of that shit over the years. Like, even some of my closest male friends I've documented on here about how it's like 1 second you think they're just being a friend, and the next thing you know, they're trying to grab your tits at a fancy restaurant that you thought was just them being nice in a platonic outing. Or next thing you know, you think that this person's a friend, but deep down he's telling everyone he can't stand you and that he thinks you're a whore, even though you haven't had sex with, oh, you only had sex with like one person all fucking, like, and then like, he's just mad because he's the one who's not getting fucked. And because you won't fuck him. Because he's a poor loser who treats women as disposable sex accessories, and you're not giving him the chance. And it's like, I'm just so tired of this shit. It's like, so with this recent guy I was going to collaborate with, let's just say he was doing a lot of hyping, but not a lot of anything. And eventually I was like, okay, so let me get this straight. I'm the ideas guy. I'm the talent scout. I'm the location scout. I am the person thinking of the layout of the event and the time out of the event, games behind the event. I'm the person who's coordinating with the venue, planning a nice outfit, planning out what to give to comedians for pay, planning out what to give to audience, all out of my own pocket, by the way. And then, planning how to advertise the event and make it a success and all of that. Planning how to write it to certain scholarship programs. Like maybe, well, I probably won't do that, but knock on wood just in case. I'm planning a lot of stuff. And then meanwhile, he's out here like, oh, I can maybe write for a scholarship. I might use AI. And I had to be like, actually, probably don't use AI. Like, and then, like, let's just say I've tried to reflect, and it's like, yeah, not a single idea of his has made it into this project. Like, every single good idea that has stuck to this project has been mine. He has not made a single contribution at all. At most, I had this like game planned for the game show where it was like it's based off of the love languages, and for physical touch there was going to be a competition of like whoever leaves the most lipstick stains on the other person like wins the round, blah 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 blah. And that was going to be a fun little competition. But the way I failed. Sorry, I just daydreamed about a situation. Like I said, sometimes I zone out and things happen. Oh God, I'm so tired. It's 11:31 p.m. January 15th, 2026. As a fellow documenter. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, none of his ideas made it into the event. And it's just like, okay, what's like, eventually it's like, what is he, like, I'm programming the website myself. I even remember I gave him the fucking website login for my account ages before. And he hadn't really done anything, like, at all. So it's like, oh, okay, so you got a link and the sign in to the website around like December 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It's January 15th. Nothing has happened. At most, he maybe, like, I will give him credit. He did eventually, like, maybe, like, I forget how long ago, like, less, like a week or less ago, around then. He did, without asking me, program an entirely different website with obviously made with AI. So AI made a website, and he plugged in whatever details he could, and then he made a little countdown and stuff, and that was cute. But deep down, I was kind of thinking, I don't like that he has that much control over it, especially because it's like now I'm gonna have to direct him that it's like, hey, this website, it's like, is it good? It works. Is it good? It's ugly. It's ugly. It's like, okay, AI font, monotone, ugly background. The writing is mid, and we can fix it later, but eh. And then I guess, I don't know, there's just, I'll put it this way. For my comedy showcase, I hired him as a videographer. And that's all wonderful, you know? And then imagine if the showcase happens on the 20th. It's January 15th, and he still has not uploaded clips that he was supposed to the project. So, like, I remember a comedian, like, on like December 24th hit me up like, why has he not uploaded the clips yet? It's like it's been 4 days and he recorded on his phone. I said, hey, it's Christmas Eve and he's traveling this week across, like, across the state. He's got family matters to take care of. It's gonna take a while. Plus, his phone is having issues and he needs to, like, it's just family time, and it's gonna take a while to upload because it was 2 hours of footage. And he's like, okay, got it, my bad, blah blah blah. The way this man, I'll put it this way, considering it's January 15th and we still have not gotten those clips of people's important parts of their sets, and all we have are awkward leg shots, like, from like one single phone that was idle. I'm just, it paints a pretty picture. And then it's just like, I'll put it this way, a few nights ago, like, let's say by now it's like 2 nights ago, it was like, so today is Thursday, about to be Friday. So let's say it's like Wednesday at 5 a.m. and I'm in the middle of, like, I finished grant writing, I finished doing this, I finished doing that, and I'm just like, oh wow, I did this all without his help. I asked him to help me do this ages ago, but he didn't. He said it would be something he'd help me out with this month, and he has put in no effort to whatsoever. So I did it myself that whole evening, hopped up off of energy drinks. You want to know what happened? I was like, hey, like, I just kind of realized I need to give him a task. Men that like you like when you give them tasks. But already beforehand, let's just say we met up on like January 4th or so, give or take. And let's just say he had the, between like January 3rd all the way to like present day, but even like as much as like a week ago, his interest in any projects with me have dwindled. And I'm noticing it's because, one, I'm pretty sure he had a romantic and sexual interest in me. That was hinted multiple times. Two, I think he got annoyed because he heard I was going to be someone's plus one at an event. And he kind of knew that meant a date. And I guess he was in his feelings about that. And like I said, men do not like to offer you shit unless you're going to give them a chance or put out or see only them or blah, blah, blah. And it's stupid. It's like, so they're gonna accuse you of using them whole time, like they're trying to use you. It's like, you're only here, like, you just want to see if you can nice guy your way into bed with me. Like, guess what? You want to know what happened to that old creepy felon? Like, I ended, like, he was trying to allude, like, I want you to get back to the brothers. I want you to get back to us. Get to your people. Get back to us. Get back to who you belong with. If I was gonna date a black guy, which is like, and also if you're new here, yes, I don't date black guys. If you're wondering why, the fucking bag analogy tells you enough. Take a fucking, like, that, and that's like the nicest. Anyway, listen. Just, yeah, anyway, we don't have to get into it. Let's not get into it. Do I respect black guys? Let's not talk about it. They're cool. I think, like, I respect them as people. Do they respect me as people? No. So therefore I'm not gonna, just no. No thank you. No thank you. I'll pass, but thank you. Respect you. Care about you. Do well. Do well in these streets. Amen. God bless. But as I was saying, eventually, what happened with them? What was I talking about? Right, the felon. Yeah, it's like, if I'm gonna date a black guy, I'm not gonna go for a bald felon twice my age. No offense, that's working backwards. I'm not. I like, who's that one bitch with the afro? Sorry, the lady Viola Davis? No, not her. Sorry, not her. The light skinned one, Black Panthers. It's not Asada Shakur. Fuck, dude. I really gotta learn more about this shit. It's a shame I know so much about other cultures that it's like I'm walking a cafe in like Nepalese and Indian jewelry, and you will catch me out here not being like Angela Davis. You'll, jeez, that's her name, Angela Davis. God damn, I have work to do. I'm not perfect. Amen. Or I am perfect, but it's like I have flaws and imperfections like everyone else. Like, you could look at any work of art and find something that might not be appealing to you, or you might have done differently, but it's okay. I was made in whatever divine image created me, and I love myself regardless. So that's what you need to know. You should love yourself too if you don't already. Love you because I love you. Usually. Thanks. Amen. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. But let's just say this man was talking all about do for your people and your people will do for you. I want to put you on as a young black woman. I want to put you on. But then he also kept trying to be like, oh, we should go on a date sometime. We should blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, I'm trying not to date at all. And he was like, oh, well, let me give you money for an Uber home. I could take you somewhere fancy, girl. I could do what they do. I could do what them white boys do. And he kept talking. And then let's just say the way this man like, okay, like I was trying to deny the Uber money, and then I thought to myself, girl, you're a sexy young woman, and he's getting on your nerves. Take the fucking money, because guess what? If you ask for money, or he offers it and you don't take it, it's not gonna stop any riz or disrespect. So you may as well, cause like fuck it, ask for what you want. Amen. And then lo and behold, I got that Uber home, and I didn't send him my phone number or plan a date. But either way, it didn't matter because that nigga was leaving me on red anyway and ignoring my messages of like, hey, would you mind me sharing this like flyer for my comedy show, or would you mind doing this, that, and the like, just like, hey, how like I had an idea I was trying to collaborate with him on before this incident happened, and he was already leaving me on red. Then he sees how good I look and tries to rizz me up and act like it's a mentorship or trying to put me on, trying to help me out, just to then proceed to ignore me for weeks and ignore the project he knew I was excited for and refused to promote it, all sorts of shit. And it's like, okay, lame ass nigga, fuck you. See, creepy as fuck, predatory. Like, why? And so this new motherfucker, like he's white, and it's like, okay, cool. That doesn't mean like it's like you're chill. I'm still not gonna fuck. I'm not fucking anybody, dude. I got so like you don't want to know what happened to the last every single person I've ever fucked, dude. Like nah, nigga. Like if you thought the chick from Teeth was bad, where her Kegel muscles just eat up a dick like a bear trap and kill motherfuckers, imagine what I will do to you. I make niggas feel Tomie from Junji Ito level obsession with me, and my Kegel muscles can just juice 3 oranges, nigga. I'm just saying. Do not, do not. I'm just saying. Please, just spare yourself. I don't like when, like, and I know you're like, to me, that sounds like the best thing in the world. I have a nigga who I ended things with, or nigga. Why am I saying? People get mad when I say nigga. I got a stupid ass, ugly ass, shit ass white boy that I ended things with in October, and it's fucking January, and I'm still thinking of ways to terrorize this man, and well, I'll plead the fifth about what may or may not have been done tonight, but I was happy as fuck doing it. So I'm just saying, you do not need that mental illness, sweetie. Release yourself, free your mind. God bless and amen. Trust the divine. God bless. I was gonna say something. I was saying something important. I forget what it was. Do you remember? I forgot. Gay people. Wait, no. Well, yes, but I don't think I was talking about that. Men. Okay, gross. I don't usually snarl, but that's just like a newfound thing that I'm working into my system because fuck these dudes. Holy shit. Well, let me tell you. Oh my god, losers. Losers, all of them. Lame as fuck. Amen. I was saying something really important. Oh, right. Yeah, so this recent motherfucker, let's just say, I've been that girl before. Slavery ended however fucking many years ago. Let's say 100 years ago. Is that accurate? Maybe over 100 years ago. I no longer want white men trying to attach themselves to my name, legacy, and projects, and then act like they're the ones building it up. I've felt that before. I've seen it happen. I've built up rooms, helped events get off the ground, and then watched those same niggas walk right past me and act like I didn't do shit. And or like annoying as fuck. Just it's a consistent. that I am tired of and I no longer need in my life of people acting like I'm not all that in a bag of chips. Or people like, especially because it's like these white dudes, they'll be like, I have an idea for the Christmas showcase. I'm gonna make a Santa sack, and it's gonna be a big red bag with fur on it that'll look like pubes, and I'll stitch it to look like a testicle ball sack, and it'll be a fun novelty for your Christmas show, Timothy. And I'll be like, that sounds great. And it's like a nigga could pitch that in August and you could remind him several times to work on that, or even just to buy a generic red sack. Like red, like, you could get a tree skirt and sew it. And like, you could get a stocking. The way this nigga waited until the exact night before the event just to be like, oh yeah, Hobby Lobby didn't have any red bags. They ran out of all the Christmas stuff. And he has this small, tiny little random green pillowcase that looks nothing like what he said before. It's like, wow, you had half a year, or at absolute like shortest time, you had like several weeks, a month, like wow, all that time. Or even if he had I'm just saying, it's like nigga. Also, I know damn well it's like you could have went to CVS, Walgreens, Michaels, Joann's Fabrics closed, but whatever. There's a bunch of different stores you could have went to. Guaranteed they would have had Christmas shit. Like you went to like what's basically a dollar, really low effort. It's like wow, okay. And this same nigga was hyping up how they'd have an amazing outfit for the holiday season and dress up really good for the Christmas show. This nigga showed up as a pirate. Why? Literally, I had one nigga be like, "Why is he dressed like he's a pirate of the Caribbean?" And I said, "He said he's supposed to be an elf." And they were like, "It doesn't look like he put that together at all. It seems like it's last minute." And I remember for months that man was like, "I'll dress up as Jack Frost, but it'll really just be a man with a coke problem with powder all over his face and an orange nose from coke abuse." I'm gonna be, I'll be Krampus. I'll be Santa, bad Santa. I'll be, what's some other shit he said? He said something else. Something, yeah, I remember at some point, like when the months went by, he was like, "Actually, I think I'm gonna dress classy. I'm gonna wear like a nice green, shiny tuxedo." No. And on top of that, let's just say I've built up plenty of rooms and I've watched them fall at the hands of men. I've watched men sabotage things. I've watched men try to act like they'll do a lot. I have location scouted for men as they fucking don't even bother to actually follow up with any venues I hunt down for them. It's just a long term. So now it's just like I'm recognizing the pattern with my autistic ass, pattern seeking behavior, pattern recognition. I'm just like, oh, okay. Look, a man who isn't doing much. So it's like you could ask him to write grants. He says he'll do it. Time will tick. He won't do it. He says he's gonna upload all the video clips. Time will tick. He has not done that either. Eventually, at 5 a.m., like 2 nights ago, like Wednesday at 5 a.m., I was like, actually, I just thought of a task for you. Uh, will you, and I told him like, will you go on Reddit and like look for like, and I just said something generic about like will you go on Reddit or like this social media or on Twitter or something and just look for like sponsorships, and if you like, and just like if you could do that for me and just make a post on like one of those sponsorship websites, that'll be great. And I thought to myself, that's the easiest thing to do. A monkey could do it. He could even like, and also I just said also I would, please don't use AI, or if you do, just send it to me and I can help like edit it down a bit and make it easier. And the way this man hit me up with an attitude today, trying to act as if I was demanding so much out of him. I can't name a single task he's done. And he tried to do that thing where he was like, ooh, I just don't want to be your secretary. I want to be a co-producer. Name something you've produced for this project so far. Like any ideas, anything? Aside from a website I didn't ask you to make, and it's not even really that good, I could make one better than that, honestly. I could, like, hell, you used AI to make it. It doesn't even look that great. I could type into ChatGPT, which just didn't do it myself. What did you do? And it's like, mind you, it's like if I ask you at like 5 a.m. on a Wednesday and then you take 2 days to where I nicely ask you to do something as a as a fellow producer who's not doing shit and you don't do it and then you only voice a complaint after the fact that you haven't fucking done it. So you don't have a problem with tasks. until I, like, okay, I'm gonna walk you through this next part slowly. You want to be useful to the project. I nicely offer and ask you in a very nice tone, will you help me do this? Will you make a post on this website? It would mean the world to me. And as long as AI isn't used, and it's the only task I've asked out of this project for you in ages because you've been slow with replies, not benefiting, not doing shit really. Not a single fucking thing has been done. You say, like on Wednesday at 9 a.m., yeah, I can absolutely do that. I'll do that today. Then you proceed to not do it at all. And then I ask again, like this afternoon, I was like, hey, any chance you made that post? And you make excuses like, oh, I got so busy with this thing, da 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 da, da da da, and then just make an excuse. And then also they asked some questions that just seemed kind of stupid. Like they were like, "What?" Because it's like I sent a quite a lengthy message. Like I clarified all I wanted in it, but they still tried to be like, "Oh, what did you want? What did you want?" And it just seemed like weaponized incompetence or just normal incompetence. And then I just thought to myself, "Yeah, I think I would love this guy to just be a host, and I pay him money to help host the event because he has a great energy, wonderful presence. I would love for him to wear his nice blue shiny suit and be on stage and have fun and have a blast, and I'll pay him money because he deserves it." And I offered that to him, and then he tried to send me a basically outright hostile message that he tried to take back 2 minutes later because I'm sure he realized he did fucking wrong. He knew he did wrong. Like, it was like a funny process where it's like, well, actually, I don't want to be treated as some sort of lackey. I don't want to be some employee. I want to be a partner. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, can you name some stuff you'd like to contribute to this project then, just so I know? He didn't even have anything to say. He, like, I don't know if the term is straw manning, but he just worked that shit around. And he was like, well, I more so just want to be a co-founder. I don't want to work under you. I don't want to just be your secretary and do tasks under you. And I don't like the way you command that I do things. Da, da, da. And it's like you're making nothing out of something. If I say, "Oh, I have a task for you. Will you help me like make a post on Reddit?" Da, da, da. It's a single post on Reddit. You've had 2 days and you haven't done it. And now you're sassing me late into the evening on a fucking. Oh wait, was it Wednesday? Or was it Tuesday? I don't remember. All I know is he had a long time to fucking do it, and it's still not done. One single vetted post. Really. Really. Bitch. The way I just really had to just be like, I'll put it this way. So that is a thing that is common with autistic people, and I think he is like trying to claim he has it. He's never mentioned it before, but what, at least from what I can recall, but whatever. It's like, I don't know how to say it other than you wanted to fuck me, you got jealous and found out that I was gonna go on a date with somebody, and then you have been radio silent and been weird and had like really awkward on and off replies, and then haven't been doing shit. And then the second I'm like, actually, I could just like handle all the logistics and stuff. I think I kind of just want to do all the back end stuff myself, like as the producer, and I'd rather just like reclaim the event for myself. But I would still love to have you involved as like the host because you have the best energy and I want to save that energy for on stage, and I think that's truly where you flourish and where you belong, and I know you're so busy lately. And then you send me an aggressive ass response back. It's like, see, this is why I don't like men. I'm really trying to think of the best way to formulate this sentence, but it's like you were asked nicely by a woman to make one social media post, and now you're having breakdowns and acting like you need fucking Teamsters, nigga. You're acting like you're being worked like a fucking dog. Like one sentence, they're being like, oh, I don't like that you're just assigning me tasks and telling me what to do. And then the next second, they said something that was just like, I feel like I made that website and da 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 da. I don't know. It's just like, bitch, you haven't been doing shit. Like, just get to the part where you explain, just like plenty of other people have hinted to me before, where it's like they don't want to actually, like, so many men have approached me where they basically tell me, oh, Tamidia, I want an open mic where I don't handle the emails, I don't handle working with the venue, I don't handle anything aside from just reading names off of the mic and taking a shit ton of the pay. And I don't want to help advertise either. And it's like, and I want all the credit, as much like I want to be the mascot to the band. And multiple times I've heard people tell me basically that, and some people exactly that. And it's like, oh, I don't know why you thought that would be good to me, but whatever. Fuck you. Like, suck my dick. At least the one who said it once was honest about it, but even then, still not 100%. And if you're wondering, yes, these are all men trying to piggyback off of a black talented woman's success because they don't want to do it for themselves. Jesus Christ, no wonder I'm really hoping that very, very beautiful, thick, hot woman is a lesbian and messages me back. Amen. She's so fine. Amen. Because the men out here, Lord, Lord, I'd rather just make a shit ton of money being successful without a man attached to my image so I can spend all the fucking money from all my own hard work on women and have more of it to spend on women so that I'm not working hard and then giving half of the money, if not more, to a man who has added nothing. What's the point? Or what, me making money so I can live more like a bad bitch, just so that no matter how sexy and gorgeous I look with my $27 actually, dollar eyeliner and my beautiful expensive fucking, I forget, is this 10 karat or 14 karat? All I know is extremely beautiful expensive necklace and expensive beautiful earrings so that I can go on a date with an ugly ass dude with a staring problem who will tell me he doesn't know me enough to buy me a $14 fucking labradorite gemstone from India, which is a great price, by the way, but he knows me well enough to try to molest me in public and insist that I go home with him. Yeah, just, I should, like, yeah. But I'm getting better with boundaries lately, and I feel good. I'm cutting men off left and right, and I notice that when I have my streaks, where after a period of tolerating a lot, I start cutting people off, a lot of people just, a lot of people, it's like a domino effect. It's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you especially, and you're cool, but fuck you too. And it just like, it swoops out all the people who need to be swept out, because it's like a huge cleaning day emotionally for me. So for me, it's like, okay, fuck this one nigga that was being all touchy, feely, trying to insist I go back to his place, and hasn't made any effort to get to know me as a person ever since the first date, and also has not added any generosity to really make up for the fact that he's a lame ass bitch and creepy, and tried to force me to kiss him in a parking lot, and with me pulling back, he tried to pull my head closer. It was like a fucked up twisted game before I just had to say, please don't force me to do anything I don't want to do. And I said that in his face, and it made him stop. And even then he tried to be like, oh, okay, well, I was just trying to kiss you. And I said, yeah, and I didn't want that, so don't do that. Nope. Yeah, so I said, fuck you, Phil, never talk to me again. Or I said, fuck, well, I was nice about it. I was almost too nice. I was way too nice. But I said, yeah, I didn't feel respected. So let's not do that again. And then after that, since then, I've been getting better at it. And now I guess we've come along the line where it's like, fuck that guy. I forget who else I blocked. Probably blocked him out for a reason. Forget the niggas who don't prioritize you. Amen. My ex-comedy buddy who tried to fuck me over in the past and multiple times has, they're trying to snivel back in, and it's like, nah, don't you dare try to start leaving comments on my shit now, nigga, because it's like, nope. You left me high and dry. You were a liability. You were a disgusting fuck. And you suck. And the more time I spend away from them, the more I remember how truly not amazing they were. Like, yeah, the negatives started to outweigh the good. Why would I put myself back in that situation? No thanks. I can flourish without you. Amen. And it's me just slowly going, fuck all these people. And then finally, now we're at the point where it's like, actually, this producer guy, he seems like he wants the clout of being a producer and maybe some money out of it. But deep down, he doesn't really want to do any of the actual producer steps. And then it's like, oh, okay, so you want to be a producer, but you don't want to actually do anything. And when I ask you, I didn't command him. I nicely asked him. He could have said no. He could have said he didn't have time for it. No, he said he could. Proceeded to not deliver, and then when I simply held him accountable for not delivering by just saying I could take on the hard parts and still have his presence there and all that, then he was trying to have an issue. So it's like, no, you don't have an issue with the way I asked you. You only have an issue with me holding you accountable for the fact that you didn't do what I asked you when you had like a day or two to do it. So I could just do it myself and cut out the middleman. It's like, yeah, I've already been writing grants without you. I've already been doing a million things. Yeah, it's like, yeah, at this point, it's like, you know what they say about single mothers? Like, or like, how some married women still are single mothers because they'll take care of everything in the house, as there's just like a man who just hovers around and occasionally will take credit. Another quote I heard is that an exceptional woman, or an average woman, is an exceptional man. So, there's women who cook, clean, remember birthdays, do this, do this, do that. And it's like, that's just expected of women to do. And it's nice. It's basic human empathy, all that. Meanwhile, if a man were to do that, suddenly it's extraordinary. And so, I'm just so tired of me doing extraordinary things, and then man gets credit, and then people go up to the man at my own comedy shows, and they're like, dude, how did you pull this off? And then he's like, oh, I didn't. I'm just the host. And then people go, rats, huh? Guess we'll never know who produced this as they walk past me, the person who was repeatedly thanked for being the producer the entire evening. Tiresome. So it's like, yeah, I could just do it solo. And you know what? I feel better about doing it solo because now that I'm actually like, I envisioned the project with them, but you know what? I envisioned the Christmas showcase with my ex comedy buddy. And so that and the showcase went amazing without them. 10 times smoother than if they were involved, actually. Amazing. So now it's like, okay, without this random ass white guy, like, what happens? Like, and then it's like, okay, well, deep down, he was just going to be a hype man. I can always get another hype man. There's plenty of people who would love to be a hype man for me. And then, even then, I don't need him as a hype man. I can simply just be the awesome, lovely host who has a lot of charisma, lots of energy, and a lot of fun. And I can just let that be. And nothing else has to happen. So it's like, okay, so it stops being me being a sexy bad bitch as I have the spotlight on them because I'm doing them a favor. Because like, they've mentioned how they want to be in the spotlight more and blah, blah, like their joy of acting and improv and all that. I'm trying to help them use their passion where they want. Like, don't focus on the logistics. And even then, you'll be the main one in the spotlight. You can be the face of the brand. I'll be your lovely assistant, but deep down, the actual producer. And it's not like you're a marionette on a string or a puppet. It's that you're the star, and I'm the one who's controlling everything else around you in the environment to truly put the spotlight on you and make you shine. But since you want to act like I'm fucking ruining your life, okay, let me proceed to leave it then. And I'll just put the spotlight on myself. And I guess it'll just be okay, instead of a bad bitch and her mid friend who's probably going to show up totally mid looking, it can be me instead. Just as, hey, look, I'm the bad bitch. I'm giving you wine and marshmallows and treating you out and I'm making this an amazing show for you. Have fun and have an amazing time. And I can have all the glory for myself, as I deserve. Because it's like, you know what? Why do I need to have someone else blocking my spotlight meant for me? And that's a life lesson I'm learning. Also, like, yeah, simply put, I'll say that again because that actually is a bar. Why am I having other people block a spotlight that's meant for me? If I'm meant to be the host, God bless it be, I will be the host. And I will shine amazingly. And I will do it effortlessly. And hell, actually, I will put in effort, of course, but deep down, it doesn't take much for me to shine. So I'll try to avoid doing what I did with my last showcase, and I'll simply be like, okay, cool. I have the money, I booked the comedians, I have the cute outfit, and everything's going according to plan. Amen. And that's all I really need to do. God bless and amen. And I'll buy my own expensive jewelry and cute expensive clothing, and eat some pussy. And that sounds like a nice life to me. Amen. God bless and amen. Peace out. Bye. And notice how I didn't say any men? I almost ended the video without saying anything about men, but I'm just saying. I don't use a bad taste in my mouth, but I'll say it. A beautiful future is one where I envision no men are involved, and it's all about me. That's important. Anyway, thanks. Take care.